Hi guys, and welcome back. So I thought it would be fitting for my first official video to discuss why I decided to start a channel. Before we get into the why, I'll briefly explain what and who actually inspired me to do so. Now, I have to say that my biggest inspiration is actually my oldest daughter. She's 12, and we're actually in the process of starting a channel up for her as well. Now, when I tell you guys that she's definitely my kid that got the shyness from me, she's very much so a bubble person, if you will. She's to herself, very reserved. And when I was her age, I was the exact same way. And to some extent, I'm still that way. But when you put this kid in front of a camera, she lights up. She's a totally different kid. And as a mom, it's amazing to see her in this light. She's creative, she's quirky, she comes to life, if you will. So she's definitely one of my biggest inspirations. And I kind of wonder to myself sometimes that if I had this platform, this whole social media world back in my day, would I have been so bold as to want to start a channel and actually move forward with doing so? I don't know. But she's definitely just a creative muse to me in that way. Now, a few other inspirations, actually several inspirations, is a few of the other YouTube channels that I frequent quite often. I have grown to love and respect the content that all of these channels put out. I love what they have done so far on the YouTube platform, and I respect it dearly. I will link those below. Go out and check out their channels. They're not linked in any particular way. I'll just link them below in the description box. But definitely inspired by a lot of them. And one for sure that I can say that's on the top of my inspiration list is actually Coupon to Provide. And she'll be linked below as well. Now, when I tell you that I don't think I ever really made the connection between YouTube and human, if you will. You know, thinking of these people as people, if you will. YouTube has always just been that place that I would go to figure out how to do something. You know, it's like, oh, you don't know how to do something? YouTube, and that's what I would do. But once I kind of stumbled upon Coupon to Provide's channel. And I watched a few videos, maybe about 2 or 3 before I actually realized who it was. And when I tell you she's literally my neighbor, she's literally my neighbor. And she definitely made YouTube more personable for me in that way. When I seen her on camera, seen the content that she was putting out, I said to myself, okay, this is doable. Like, I can totally relate and do this as well. I mean, I see her, you know, at least 3 to 4 times a week, if not more. Literally, she's my neighbor. And so I had to say to myself that, hey, the content that she's sharing, it's great, it's inspirational, and some of it in the sense is what I do on a day-to-day basis anyway. This is definitely something I can probably do as well. So yeah, she's a big inspiration that way. And actually I may need to, or not may, I should send her a personal message just telling her thank you, because I have never even told her or have, you know, said to her, hey, by the way, I found your channel, love it, etc. I have not done that. I have commented on a few of her videos, not sure if she's seen them or not, or even recognized that it was me, if you will. But I definitely will get her a personal message. Now, another one of the reasons that I decided to do a channel as well is I have always been that person in pretty much any and all relationships that I have been in, you know, whether it's with a significant other, girlfriends, family members, acquaintance, business partners, what have you, co-workers. But I have always seemed to be the person that others come to for advice and tips on different things. Not to say I'm an expert or anything, but I'm so transparent in life and in the situations that I have in life that I love to share with others. You know, whether it's a trial that I have went through, whether it's something that I learned or figure out to make life a lot easier on the home front, whatever it is, I like to share with others. And I have realized over the years that I have always been that person that others came to for that. Now, whether or not they actually took my advice, follow up with the tips that I offered, the suggestions I gave, who knows? But I realized that I liked that, and I was actually good and natural at it, if you will. So I decided, yes, I was going to start a YouTube channel and just share what I have learned this far in life. in regards to being myself, protecting myself, protecting my identity and the things that I love about myself, in regards to being a mother, a wife, a business owner, all the above, if you will. So yeah, that's one of the reasons also. Now, another big reason is it was just time for me to wake up and come into the 21st century, so to speak. Now, when I tell you that the comment I have below about me, you know, it's 2016 and I just learned how to take a selfie, like, I'm not lying. And it's not that I'm stupid or anything, it's just that I've never done it. And it's more so of, why do I need to take a selfie? I know how I look. What's the purpose of that? Whatever. Nothing's wrong with it. I don't think anything's wrong with it. Now that I figure out how to do it and how to hold the camera and be all, I'm obsessed with it. So, yeah, don't judge me. But you know, even when the social media platforms really started to become a thing, when MySpace was out there, I don't even know if that's valid anymore, but I never had a MySpace page. Never had a Facebook page. Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff just kind of goes over my head, if you will. But I'm working on that. So I actually got a Facebook page up and going. I think it's running correctly. And a Google Plus. That was probably the easiest one to do, if you will. Still trying to figure all that out. But it's you know, I have a 15-year-old son. He's definitely involved in several different social media platforms. He has all these apps and things on his phone. Now, my husband is very good with keeping up with all that and monitoring it and all that stuff there. And me, it's just like, what? What is that? What does this mean? You know, it just goes over my head. It's just not my territory, if you will. So I'm trying to come out of my shell in that way and learn this world of social media, not only from the personal side, and that way I can be a better parent and parenting my children in this world, this century, because it's way different from what it is when I grew up, but also from the business standpoint. I do have a home business, very successful. I have a few other side things that I do, and typically when I meet someone, the first thing they say is, oh, okay, what's your Facebook page? Well, I don't have one, but I got a phone number, you can call me. You know, so I realize, and I am realizing that social media plays a big part in our world, in our culture today. So this is me coming out, if you will. So yeah, that was a few of the reasons why I decided to start a YouTube channel. Now again, guys, if there's any suggestions that you may have, any comments, any questions, anything of the nature that you want me to discuss or talk about, any feedback that you have for me, please leave that below in the comments for me. Positive feedback is always welcome. This is new ground for me. I'm excited to get started with this, excited to have this new community of friends to discuss and talk and build off of, if you will. So yeah, now I haven't yet gotten a posting schedule down. I know a lot of channels do that, but this is still me testing the water. So I don't want to put out anything and say, oh, I'm going to post this day, that day, this many times a week, and then I'm not able to do so. So give me grace, give me time on that, and I'll definitely kind of get my feet grounded with everything and bring you guys fresh and new content each and every time I can. I'm not going to say when because I don't know yet, but when I can. So thanks so much for tuning in and watching. Until next time, take care. Bye.